If there's something that you hear me say over and over and over in the channel or anywhere you follow me on, is that there's no secret sauce for success. Success is like happiness. It's a combination of a whole bunch of stuff that you do right. Many people think that in order for you to build a business, all you have to do is to raise the capital needed for you to fund the business. And that's the whole reason why I created this channel. To not only tell you that that's wrong, but to also give you the tools that you actually need for you to be successful, both in your personal life and in business. One of the things that you have to get really good at is to de-escalate any situation that you're faced with. You're going to be faced with multiple situations that you need to de-escalate throughout your career in business, but also in your personal life. So trust me, I guarantee this to you. You have to get good at learning how to de-escalate a problem. Stay with me for about 10 minutes and I'll show you how. My name is Andrew Peasy. I'm an investor and entrepreneur out of Las Vegas, and I want to welcome you to the AP Show, where I'll be focusing on how to build a great life around health, wealth, love, and happiness, which I believe are all needed in order for you to have a great life overall and not in just one specific area. I'm about to say something that you probably already know that I'm about to say, but I'm gonna say it anyway, because like my sister told me the other day, if we're getting all this free value and all these valuable things, the least we can do is do something for you that you're asking and doesn't cost anything to any of your viewers. Shout out to my sister, by the way. She's probably watching this video. She's the best. Number one thing that I need you to do is hit the like button. What this is going to help me with is YouTube promotes and recommends the channels and the videos that people hit the like buttons on. So I need you to do that for me so that we can reach a new audience, and that way we can reach as many people as possible. The second thing I need to ask from you is for you to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. What these two things are going to do is they're going to make sure that you don't miss the videos that I'm posting every single Monday and then throughout the week in the form of YouTube shorts. Also, I'm trying to get the YouTube channel to hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and that's not going to happen if you don't subscribe. So please do so. And the third thing that I need from you is please comment below with any topics that one, you need me to discuss in the future, because that's going to give me new ideas, but two, what you think about the topic we're discussing in this video. I am not trying to be right every single time, but rather what I want to do is I want to find the right answer. So if you have anything to say at all about this topic, please comment below. With that being said, let's jump right into the video. Like I said at the beginning, this is going to actually help you both in business and your personal life, because what you're going to find, and probably you already know, is you're going to be faced with this type of situation in both your business and your personal life. And the better you get at de-escalating a situation and calming down something that is going on, the better and easier your life is going to get. Whether it's personal, such as let's say you're in a family meeting and your two cousins start arguing about something and things escalate further than normal because they're having a few drinks. Or in business, which by the way, business may mean something that you own, such as owning a business, but also business can mean the place that you actually work at. You may be faced with situations in business that, let's say a customer is upset because they didn't get the customer service that they expected, or this could even be a coworker who thinks that you did something and in reality you didn't. But if you know how to de-escalate something and you know how to handle it, it'll serve you a ton. Most people think that this is not too important, but I can tell you from personal experience, it's massively important if you want to create a good environment at the company that you work for. If you don't get good at this, you can actually lose customer by customer until you're out of business. This can actually make or break your business, or you can actually start losing employee by employee until you have nobody left on your team. All for silly things that are so simple to fix and handle. The same way this can happen to you in your family. I can tell you from personal experience, I have almost lost people that I love in my life just because I didn't have the knowledge needed in order for me to de-escalate a situation, talk it out, or whatever you want to call it. So I want to give you the tools today so that it doesn't happen to you. As I have said in the beginning of the channel back in January, this channel is all about giving you the tools that you're going to need and that have cost me thousands of dollars and years to acquire for the low cost of a like button. Jokes aside, please do a little bit more research on this topic after the video is done, because trust me, you're going to want to get good at this. I tell you what, I'm going to do two things for you today. The first one, I'm going to show you and give you an example in which knowing how to handle a situation helped me to actually keep a big customer in my insurance company, and how much it would have cost me had I lost the customer, so that you can actually see how important it is for a business to learn how to do this. The second thing I'm going to do for you today is I'm going to give you a 4-step formula that I've been using for years now that has helped me to de-escalate and handle any situation regardless on who it is with and what it is about. Let's jump into number one. First, let's discuss the one example that I was telling you about. This is of a lady that bought a policy through us for one of her rental properties. This actually happened about 2-3 years ago. We sat down with her, we reviewed the coverages, we asked the questions that we needed, and we submitted the policy. It got approved and everything went smooth until she had a claim. There was a fire on the home. She filed the claim through her insurance company, and when the claims representative went out to the site, they actually found that the property that she owned is a type of property that we do not cover under any circumstances. So what this caused was the claim to be in appended status to see if we were going to pay out on the damage or not. This was going to cost her a lot of money if we didn't cover the claim, and therefore she was really upset about that. Now, she lied from day one when we asked the right questions on the application date. So it was her fault for not disclosing the type of home, but she couldn't see that. All she was thinking about is all the money that she was going to have to come out of pocket with if we didn't pay out the claim. I could have gotten mad back at her for lying to us at the time of the application, but instead, I actually used the 4-step formula that I'm about to tell you. And at the end, she was very happy with the conversation that we had. And thankfully, in case that you're wondering, we ended up paying the claim because we could work it out with the claims department, the customer, and our agency. So we got her home fixed. Number two that we're going to be giving you today is the 4-step formula that will help you de-escalate and handle any situation to actually come to an agreement instead of making it worse, which is what most people end up doing. Step one is to listen. The truth is, most people try to fix their argument and come to an agreement by just firing back at the person they're arguing with, when the truth is, most people just want to be heard. 50% of the times, even if you don't do the other 3 steps we're going to talk about, you're going to have a better outcome if you just listen to the person and see what they're actually saying and see if there's any truth to what they're saying. This alone is going to help you, because most people, like I said in the beginning, they just want to be heard, and they're going to feel better if you just listen to them. Step number 2 is to agree with the person. And this is really hard for most people, because naturally we all want to be right every single time. But what you need to be asking yourself is, do I need to be right? Or will this have a better outcome if I agree with the person, even if they're not fully correct? Most of the times, I can promise you, it's going to be the second one, but we just don't want to admit it. Step 3 is to apologize to the person. This is actually very hard for people as well, just like step number 2, because what you're going to be thinking in your mind is, if I'm not wrong, if I didn't do anything that I shouldn't have done, then why do I need to apologize? And your brain is just going to trick you into it. But what you need to be remembering at all times is, we're not trying to be right at all times. If you want to be a smart business person and a smart person overall, what you need to be thinking about is, how do I fix this issue? Not how am I the most right at all times. Step 4 is to offer a solution, in which you're going to actually present 2 options to fix the problem to the other person. The reality is, most situations escalate more than needed because neither one of the parties involved want to come to an agreement. Now, how would this all play out? Let's go back to the first example, and I'm going to give you the 4 steps that I use in that situation. Step number 1, which is listening, was when she came into the office upset, raising her voice, what I said was simply, what's going on? I want to better understand this situation to see how can I help you. She went off and just drained about everything that she felt about the claim that was going on. That was listening. Step 2 is agreeing with the person. So what I said in that situation was, I would completely agree with you that if that was the case, I would be really upset as well. So I completely get it. I agree with you. If that was the case, that would be me as well. Step 3 was to apologize. What I said was, I'm so sorry that there was such bad confusion when we started the policy. We actually try to be very clear and transparent with our customers every single time that we open a policy. But I'm really sorry that that wasn't the case in your case. Step 4 is to offer a solution. What I did was I told her, I'm going to do 2 things for you. The first one is I'm going to call the claims department and I'm going to personally make sure that there's nothing else that we need to do. And if there is, I'm going to personally take care of it. But number 2, after all this is done, we fix your house and you're good to go, we're going to sit down with you. I personally will sit down with you and make sure that you understand clearly what your policies cover, what it doesn't cover, the type of home that you have, everything, so that this never happens again. She came into my office hating me, or the company realistically, and she left my office loving me because I did everything that you should be doing to de-escalate a situation. I listened to her, I agreed, I apologized, and I offered a solution. With all of that being said, I hope that today's video was full of info that will help you be a better business person, but also have a better life. As always, please go to Instagram and give me a follow so that you can get daily content from me there, and also you can ask me questions through the DM as well. With that being said, take care everybody, until next time.